Souvent fois chef yo kon offre m'zam m'kon di non parce que c'est pas un bon devis soit kebe zam c'est mourir après ça va gen aucun côté au aller so pour me vle liberté ça fait m'pa kebe zam ni tout c'est pas bon.
Criminal groups control around 80% of Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, and its metropolitan area. 2.7 million people, including around 500,000 children, live under their control, according to UNICEF. To survive, countless children join criminal groups, driven mainly by hunger and extreme poverty. Many more have been recruited recently, seemingly in response to the operations of the Multinational Security Support mission and the Haitian National Police. Once in the groups, they are forced into illegal activities and face abuses. Abandoned by the state, deprived of food, education, and healthcare, these children find in criminal groups their only source of livelihood, shelter, and income. The government should urgently address children's needs, including adequate food, shelter, protection, and education. Authorities should also ensure children have legal opportunities for rehabilitation and holding the criminal groups accountable.
Comme dit situation triste en pile, m'a petit plus, m'a mal vivre, m'a mal manger, m'a mal boire. Souvent fois m'ta fait papa venir mourir. Maman venir 9 filles. Sur nous deux parier, nous sacré la rue, sacré encore, sacré même maman, gogo qui qu'on l'embrasser, bon petit cop, porter par maman.
Criminal groups recruit children as young as 10. They start as informants or running errands, but soon many of them are carrying weapons, looting, extorting, and kidnapping. After a few months, they're sent into clashes with the police or rival groups. Children earn between $1 and $150 per month, plus food, which they often use to support their families. This 14-year-old joined a criminal group after his father passed away.
There's me, my favorite bands, then freestyle, and young, negative top one, seeing iPhone, bye. And now I'm singing Zari Paminadian, that one poem will come from the network.
Tired of the violence, many children want to leave the groups and return to school. But nearly 1,000 schools remain closed in the most vulnerable areas, affecting over 150,000 children. A few local organizations offer safe spaces where children can find some support, but much more help is needed.
On rencontre toute catégorie d'enfants chaque jour. Donc, parmi eux, il y a des enfants qui ont été abandonnés et qui ne sont pas ni accompagnés, qui ont été séparés de leur famille. Certains d'entre eux qui ont aussi des familles qui vivent dans des situations économiques vraiment précaires, des familles très, très vulnérables. Et aussi, ils ont été contraints d'intégrer les groupes armés afin de soutenir leur famille, de soutenir les membres de leur famille. Chaque jour, les groupes armés profitent de diriger vers d'autres territoires. Chaque jour, la violence armée ne cesse d'augmenter. Donc, dans ce cas, ces enfants-là qui n'ont autre choix, déjà de la communauté, parce que la majorité d'écoles, publiques et privées, n'ont pas la possibilité de fonctionner normalement.
There is a lack of planning and funding to ensure these children receive protection, including through access to education, to rehabilitation and reintegration programs, or accountability for abuses against them. Girls are especially vulnerable to abuse. Members and leaders of these groups sexually exploit them. They are also exploited for labor, such as cooking and cleaning. The 16-year-old who is pregnant was a member of a criminal group.
Juste me quitter mes parents parce que moi-même, pas que moi, juste me quitter. Moi-même, je suis ensemble avec un bandit, grecier, juste me faire manger pour eux, m'acheter la pour eux, les sandales, ça a besoin de m'acheter.
A comprehensive strategy involving all relevant government entities and Haiti's stakeholders is needed to coordinate a rights-based response for children associated with criminal groups. That strategy should also include ensuring accountability for criminal groups that recruit children and use them in criminal activities. Haiti's stakeholders should act urgently for the long-term rehabilitation of children, to strengthen communities, and to build peace.
Juste, je voulais aller à l'école, je voulais retourner à l'école mais pour me rêver, rêve moi, juste pour me quitter la ria.